Hey, hi there. Welcome back to PyMLFinance. In today's video, we will learn one of the most important data structures in Python, the dictionary. So if you understand dictionaries well, your Python skills will jump to the next level. So let's start with the video now. So what exactly is a dictionary? A dictionary is a collection of key value pairs. Okay, so every value in a dictionary is stored with a label that is called key. Okay, the syntax is something like this. So key and value. All right, so instead of accessing values by index like we do for list, here we access value using the key name. Okay, access value using keys. All right, now dictionaries are unordered, so they do not maintain any order. Maintain any order. Dictionaries are mutable, means you can add, remove any items from the dictionary. Dictionaries are faster in terms of performance than list and tuples. Keys here must always be unique, so you cannot store duplicate keys. Duplicate keys are not allowed in dictionary. Okay, this is something important. Keys must always be immutable. Sorry, this should be immutable. Keys must always be immutable. Like we have seen in set, all the values should be immutable. Set doesn't store mutable data types or data objects. Okay, so similarly in key also, all the keys, sorry, in dictionary also, all the keys must be immutable data type. Okay, values in dictionary can be anything, any data type, mutable or immutable. Okay, doesn't matter. Values can be anything. Now, why do we use dictionaries? Okay, so dictionaries are perfect for real world applications or real world data, you can say. Okay, these are perfect for real world data. Okay, so for example, if I say you want to store student record, so for each student you can create a dictionary, and in dictionary you can have names. Okay, you can have name, you can have age of that student, you can have marks of that student. Okay, something like this. Now you want to store some product information with price and quantity, so for each product you can have a dictionary that contains product information, price, quantity, and some other information as well. API responses. So the responses that we receive from API are always in the form of dictionaries. Okay, JSON data is also in the form of dictionary. So the data are stored something like this. Okay, this is basically nested dictionary, you can say. We can also store some machine learning related configurations. Okay, ML configurations, and we can use dictionary for this. So always remember this, whenever you need label data. Okay, whenever you feel you need label data, in this case dictionaries are the best choice. You should always prefer using dictionaries, are best choice here. All right, let's understand how you can create dictionaries in Python. So in Python you can simply use curly braces. Okay, and within curly braces you can provide key colon value that you want to store for that particular key value separated by comma, key colon and then value. If you want to add one more key value pair, you can use comma as separated and add another key value pair. So we have created dictionary here, student, that has name, age and score as keys, and corresponding values are there. And if you print this student, you can see the data is stored in this format, key value pair. Now if you want to create empty dictionary, you can simply use curly braces, empty curly braces. And if you check the data type of this particular variable, it is dictionary in Python. Okay, there is one more way that you can create empty dictionary using dict function. This is the built-in function of Python. You can simply use dict function in order to create a dictionary in Python, empty dictionary in Python. Now let's understand how you can access dictionary values. So let's say you have this dictionary, so you can access any value from the dictionary using key. So you simply give the dictionary variable, and within square bracket you provide the key. Okay, and you will get the value fetched from that particular dictionary for corresponding key that you have used. One more way is to use .get, a built-in method of dictionary in Python. So you can simply use .get method, within parentheses you give the key name and the corresponding key value is fetched here. Okay, now what is the difference? There is a major difference. So in case any key is not available within dictionary, and if you are using square bracket, in this case Python throws an error that address key error, address is not available as key in dictionary. However, if you use get method, Python doesn't throw any error. If the key is not available within dictionary, Python returns simply none. You don't get any error, and your execution flow of the code doesn't stop here. So if you are unsure about if the particular key is available in dictionary or not, you should always use .get method of the dictionary. Now let's see how you can add or update any value within dictionary in Python. Okay, so let's say you have this dictionary student and you want to add city information of the student. So you simply create with along with the dictionary variable. Okay, you simply use square bracket. Within square bracket you provide the key, the new key that you want to insert. Okay, and then you assign the value to that particular key. Simply you can see here city is added with value as Mumbai. Now if you want to add already sorry, not add, you want to update already existing value. So for example, you want to update age here for the particular student. Now you can the syntax is similar. You simply use the key name within square bracket and assign the new value that you want to update for that key. Okay, so you can see here age value is updated from earlier 25 to now 26. So there are four ways to remove elements from dictionary. Okay, the first one is pop method. So in pop method you simply provide the key name, and the value corresponding to that key is returned by default. And if you check the dictionary, the key value pair is removed from here. All right, the next method is pop item. So this by default removes the last inserted pair within dictionary. Okay, so if you see here we have used pop item on student, and city was the one, city key and value as Mumbai was the last value that we had inserted into student dictionary. All right, while adding new items within dictionary in the previous slide you have seen. Okay, so if you see this item is removed and returned on the console. Now if you check the dictionary, city is not there in dictionary. You can also use del keyword. So you simply provide dictionary and the key name within square bracket and use del keyword in the beginning, and the name key value pair is removed from dictionary. You can see here we have only score left now. The next one is, if you want to clear the dictionary entirely, you want to remove all key value pair entire data from the dictionary, you can simply use clear method on top of dictionary and all the values will be removed from here. All right. Now in dictionary, in membership test, okay, we check if a key exists or not and not a value. Okay, so if you remember, in set, in list, or in tuple, we check if a value is available or is present in set, tuple, or list or not. Okay, but in case of dictionary, we check if a key is available in dictionary or not. If a key is available in dictionary and not a value. So you can see here we are checking if name keyword, name key is available in student dictionary or not. Name is available, so you get true. Now if you check city as a key is not available in student dictionary here, so you get returned as false on the console. Now let us discuss various dictionary methods. These are very important. So if you want to get all the keys from the dictionary, you can simply use dot keys method on top of dictionary and you get list of all the keys within the dictionary. If you want to get list of all the values available within dictionary, you can simply use dot values method on top of dictionary and it returns the list of all the values within uh, within dictionary for every key. Now there is one more method called items. So this helps you get key value pair within tuple. So you can see key value pair, all the key value pair is available as a list of key value pair available in dictionary. All right. Now let's understand the concept of nested dictionaries. So in Python, you can store dictionaries inside dictionary. So here if you see, we have a main dictionary here created, and within this we have a key, and the value of this key is again a dictionary. We have another key and the value of this key is again another dictionary. Okay, and if you print this dictionary, this is a nested dictionary. This is mainly useful for JSON data. Okay, JSON data are stored in this format, or the data that you receive from APIs, they are in this format. Now, let's discuss about dictionary versus list. When should you use which? When you should use what? Okay, dictionary or list. So first coming to list. Okay, so in list data has no labels. Okay, there are no labels in data. You simply store all the values with comma separated within square brackets. Okay, now in list the order of elements matters. Okay, the order of elements within list matters. You can access all the values from list using indexing. Okay, now coming to dictionaries, so all the data that we have seen are labeled, means all the value data stored are in the form of key value pair. The lookup is very fast here. If you want to check any value or any key available within dictionary or not, it is very fast. All right, so it has fast lookup. Now if you want a structured record, dictionary is very beneficial. If you want a structured data to be stored in the form of key value, then Dictionaries are the best one. All right. All right. So that's all for this video. Thank you and happy learning.